welcome back to the Goated Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah, and tonight in the world of the NBA, we have a lot to go over, but we're going to have to start out with Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard has been on an absolute tear in the last couple of games, dropping 112 points the last two games combined, starting with 51 points Sunday night against the Philadelphia 76ers in a win, and then dropping 61 tonight against the Dallas Mavericks in a win. And that was enough for them to have the 8th seed right now, and they control their own destiny going into the play-in game. And I believe they're going to be in. Just the way Damian Lillard is playing right now, he's going to win the quote-unquote bubble MVP, in my opinion. The NBA just announced today that they're going to have all bubble teams and an all-bubble MVP, whatever. But to me, yeah, he's the runaway favorite for the bubble MVP with the way he's just putting the team on his back right now. Yeah, he's just been absolutely unstoppable. Just no one has an answer for him. I believe that they have Brooklyn in a couple of days. They win that game. They're guaranteed for the play-in game. And then, yeah, it's pretty much bombs away at that point. It looks like currently we're heading for a Lakers and Blazers first round matchup, which I think is going to be pretty interesting. I don't think the Blazers will win the series, but it would not shock me if they found a way to take it to 7 games on the Lakers, just with the way Damian Lillard is playing right now. He's just playing at a MVP level. Also, Damian Lillard, he joins Wilt Chamberlain as the second ever player to score 3 60-point games in one season. So that's pretty impressive. I would have expected that Kobe or James Harden had done it before, but nope, it's only Damian Lillard now with Wilt Chamberlain. Moving on, I have to get to the Boston Celtics, of course. I'm a Celtics fan. They had a huge weekend. They started off the weekend with just a complete domination of the Toronto Raptors. I don't think that game is going to be indicative of what's going to happen in the playoffs with them. I believe the Raptors had a very bad shooting night that will not continue, but I do believe that the Celtics, if they do face the Raptors in the playoffs, I believe they will win the series. Then after that, the Celtics played against the Magic, and yeah, they had a come from behind win in the final minutes. Jason Tatum hit 2 big shots to tie up the game to send it to overtime, and then yeah, he took over the overtime. The Magic had no answer for Jason Tatum. Magic, they pretty much have nothing to play for at this point. I believe they were probably trying to win that game just so they can avoid Milwaukee in the first round, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway. I think whoever they face, the Raptors or the Bucks, they're going to be taken out very fast in the playoffs. Yeah, then after that, the Celtics tonight, they dominated the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis, similar story to the Raptors, they pretty much just could not hit anything to start. They got a little bit hot in the second half, but by then it was over. Jason Tatum shot 10 of 13 from the field. They could not stop him. Kemba Walker looked very good tonight, probably the best he's looked since the bubble started. He's been, in my opinion, pretty bad since the start of the bubble, but tonight was by far the best he's looked, and it's very encouraging going to the playoffs. I don't believe the Celtics will play their starters in the last game that they have of the seeding games, since they are locked into the number 3 seed, and it's just a question of whether it's going to be Philadelphia, Miami, or Indiana as a Celtics first round matchup. So we'll see how that goes. It should be pretty interesting. On the Philadelphia 76ers side, though, it's not looking good for them. Ben Simmons did get surgery on his knee, and it looks like he's most likely ruled out for the playoffs, so that puts a big blow to the Sixers for sure. I don't see them going very far. If they do face Celtics in the first round, I believe they're going to take it out in the first round. That's just what I believe right now. I don't think Embiid on his own is going to be enough to be able to beat the Celtics. I believe the Celtics have just too many weapons offensively to be able to stop them. It's not good for them. No one wants to see injuries happen, of course, but yeah, that's just the way the NBA is. A lot of these guys came back, hadn't really been playing games and stuff like that, so it's not surprising to see an injury like this happen. All right, now we'll move on to the Los Angeles Lakers. And the Lakers, they did win yesterday against the Nuggets off a Kyle Kuzma game winner, which was pretty nice. It was a pretty nice play drawn up by Frank Vogel to get Kuzma the wide open shot. They focused all their attention on Anthony Davis and LeBron James. They did not expect Kuzma to take that shot, but credit to Kyle Kuzma, he hit the shot. So, but after watching that game, especially against the Nuggets, even though that they won, I'm very concerned for the Lakers in the playoffs, specifically against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Lakers have been struggling mightily offensively at the start of the bubble, as well as defensively, and it showed up again against the Denver Nuggets. They were just getting constantly backdoored, everything, and the Nuggets also sat their starters in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers barely won. It took a game winner, like I said, to beat them. So the Lakers got to step it up, I believe. They need Kyle Kuzma to keep playing like he did yesterday. Otherwise, it's going to be very tough for them to make the NBA Finals to get past the LA Clippers, in my opinion. But we'll see what happens with that. Everyone knows you can't count out LeBron James, of course, but yeah, it's just, I don't believe they have any guards who could stop. I don't believe they have any guards who could stop any of the players on the Clippers. That's what I'll say. Like, offensively or defensively, the Lakers don't have any guards who scare you whatsoever. So a lot is going to be placed on LeBron James and Anthony Davis's shoulders, and it's going to be very tough for them to get by, in my opinion. But we'll go over the rest of the games tonight. The Bucks beat the Washington Wizards, who should not even have shown up in the bubble. They are 0-7 in the bubble. They're just a complete disgrace. Should not even be playing, in my opinion. Giannis got ejected early for headbutting Mo Wagner. It was very surprising to see. I've never seen Giannis headbutt somebody in the face like that. He's probably going to get suspended for the last seeding game. But, knowing the NBA, they may not want to suspend a superstar like that. But we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, like, they've pretty much given up. I think, yeah, they've already been eliminated mathematically. So Bradley Beal, none of those guys even played. They pretty much just played all their bench players. And, of course, they lost. Yeah, so yeah, it's lights out for the Wizards, to say the least. Kings and Pelicans. Pelicans have also been mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. It's their own fault, in my opinion. I mean, just not playing Zion the minutes that everyone knew he should have been getting from the beginning really hurt them. It cost them a lot of early games. They were blown out by the Clippers, I believe, early. It was just, yeah, they had no chance from the start. And yeah, they pretty much just played just to do it. I believe they leave the bubble tomorrow. The NBA announced that teams that are eliminated got to leave in August 12th. So they've been voted off the island, as you could say. Let's go over Suns and 76ers. The Phoenix Suns, man, 7-0 in the bubble, and I mean, I didn't expect this. Phoenix very well could be playing in the play-in game against Portland. And that should be very interesting to see, because Devin Booker is lighting it up right now as well. He had 35 points tonight. And it was just, yeah, the Sixers, they have nothing to play for really at this point. They sat all their guys. So it was a relatively easy win for the Phoenix Suns. All their guys seem to be hitting on all cylinders right now. Saric, Mikal Bridges, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Like, DeAndre Ayton, yeah, he's shooting threes now. So Suns fans should be a little bit happy about that. I mean, could have had Luka, which would be nice right now. But, yeah, DeAndre Ayton, he's no slouch either. He's a very good player, very good young player. So, moving on to the Rockets and the Spurs game. The Rockets, they lost this game. James Harden was out with rest. They are just playing it safe with that. Russell Westbrook did play. He only played 28 minutes, though. He had 20 points. The Spurs did win this game. Obviously, the Spurs are really trying their their hardest to get into the playoffs and keep the streak alive for Greg Popovich, who I don't believe has ever missed the playoffs. So, yeah, I mean, they won this game, and DeMar DeRozan, he's been low-key killing it in the bubble. He had 23 tonight. Very good showing for him. And yeah, we'll see. I don't believe the Spurs are going to make it. I think for the first time in Popovich's career, he's not going to make the playoffs, and I believe Popovich is going to be retiring pretty soon, which is unfortunate to see, but he's the greatest coach of all time in my opinion. So it comes to an end for everybody, and yeah, the Spurs, they don't have many young players that it looks like they could build around. I believe DeMar DeRozan will probably be leaving them in free agency, and they're not going to have much left at that point. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And on to the last game, we got the Brooklyn Nets and the Orlando Magic. The Brooklyn Nets, yeah, they won again. Brooklyn has been playing very well in the bubble, low key. Even though they've been shorthanded, they've already been locked into the 7th seed. So they sat their guys tonight, but they still got the win nonetheless. Timothy Luwawu-Cabarrot, 24 points. Dazanya Musa, all these guys, Jarrell Martin, Lance Thomas, like just a bunch of NBA end of the bench guys that you kind of forgot about. And yeah, the Magic too. The Magic are locked into the 8th seed most likely. I don't know if any team is close enough to have a play-in game against them. I'm hoping so, just to make it more interesting for this Saturday night, because I know the in the West that the playing game is a Saturday night. So it will be nice to have 2 playing games, which are ultra competitive, kind of pre-playoff games in a way. Shifting gears. I kind of want to do a couple things for my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is The Book of Isaiah. I just want to be I want to be doing vlogs, basically talking about life, my perspective on things. Like, I want to not just cover sports, but pretty much every topic, including real life issues, mental health, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested, just give me a subscription at the Book of Isaiah on YouTube. Also follow me on Twitter at Book Isaiah. And yeah, that'll probably do it for tonight. Thank you all for listening, and have a great night. Thank you.